Although their presence on activity may challenge the intended pragmatic use of the landscape, the streets, as a relatively open space, give opportunity for youth cultures to create a place where they can belong, where they can advocate who they are, and through attitudes, dress and practices, say to the rest of the world, we are here, we are taking control of this place. In this respect, youth do not challenge the marginal position they face in society, but enjoy it. However, youth culture is not homogeneous. Through processes of individualisation, every generation of youth has been made up of its own individual groups. Mafasoli referred to these groups as tribes, or neo-tribes. Subcultural research has emphasised the measures used by subordinate groups to resist the dominant culture by creating their own meanings. All aspects of culture, beliefs, customs, social relations and material objects create maps of meaning, which shape the subculture and make it intelligible to its members. The most mundane object can be appropriated by youth groups and take on specific meanings. For freerunners in particular, mundane everyday buildings and objects that make up the urban landscape take on entirely new meaning and grant new possibilities.
I think living in big cities like London, it's crazy life. People don't look around them. They go straight on, they go to work, then go home, then sleep, then wake up and go. It's not pleasant.
I think life in the city is too stressful as it is. We see the city as a playground.
Jones found that different dimensions of the street were taken by different groups in different ways. Freerunning uses public spaces in a unique and original way specific to youth culture. In a city where youths can feel out of place and pushed to the margins, freerunning challenges social borders and gives new power to young people. Foucault, in 1980, described power as the ability to act and transform. Freerunners take power in the city by transforming the use of buildings and city landscapes.
What I like about it is it's actually corrupting the original sort of use. It was designed quite carefully to perform a certain job, and the roof was not seen as a functional element.
Seeing freerunners use the city landscape in this way can challenge our own views of the city and give objects new meaning for everyone. The orthodox practices through which we make the street are challenged through freerunning, forcing us to experience the city in a new, original way. Yet despite its challenging nature to the normal, parkour and freerunning are fast becoming popular culture, becoming part of the mainstream. Featured in adverts for global companies, popular music videos and TV shows such as The Office, parkour is becoming open to almost anyone. Parkour is becoming a widespread phenomenon. Well progressed in the days it originated in Nice in France, and it is fast becoming a popular trend for youth cultures, following similar patterns to skateboarding and rollerblading, as a way to express individuality and simultaneously belonging and status. I started freerunning as something to do. It was a natural progression from skating and trials biking. My football team had just folded, and I saw Jump Britain, a freerunning documentary, on Channel 4 in 2005, and decided it was what I wanted to do. I have now been doing it for 6 years and still love the buzz it gives me. Mitch Lee, freerunner and trainer.
But thereafter was the same as what I found when I started climbing, which was a certain freedom and an expression and something that was very real and very raw. And you know, I think that's the real appeal to what they're doing. And there's that lovely quote by Blake who says that great things happen when men and mountains meet. And I think what that quote says is, it says when you take people out of the ordinary, you create something magical.
Freerunning is a perfect example of youths taking their place in the margins of society, using the spaces available to them, and creating a city in which they are in place. It is an example of youth culture which offers a positive way for cultures to engage with the city, to express their sense of place. For freerunners, a city landscape is not a landscape designed for the adult world of work and social life, but a playground, a way to express themselves.
Sport is a way of expressing oneself, a way of escaping. a way out, most importantly for people who come from urban areas. It's good, because it allows you to see many things, and I'm happy because it sets them free.
However, free running offers other insights into cultural geography, aside from the use of cultural orders and borders. It is a culture which can explain youth's need to express individuality and belonging, which indeed may come as a result of their marginal position in society. During the time I spent with the free running group Bristol Parkour and UKP, the terms community and family were used continuously, and almost all were against the idea of competition in free run. For free runners, their use of the city is more than just pushing social boundaries and creating their own space. It is about playing out the fears and anxieties of adolescence and using them to create something, to create their own traces and to find their individual character.
The traits you display in life are the same traits you display in free running. The doubts and fears you have in everyday life are the same you find in the discipline. In everyday life, though, they can be more difficult to combat. Free running is a way of fighting one's fears and demons, and then one can reapply this to life.
Perhaps the most welcoming thing about free running is that it's open to almost anyone, regardless of age, ethnicity or social class. For youths, free running provides a way of expressing individuality, using what little social capital they have. For many young people, the body is the only unchallenged space they have complete control over. The best thing about free running is that everyone can do it. If you can run and jump, then you're already part of the way there. All you need is a pair of trainers and you can start free running. I think with the millions of videos on YouTube and websites dedicated to free runners with message boards, it is easy for anyone to Google free running in city name, and there will be contacts and people to meet up. Mitch Lee, free runner. For free runners, the body becomes part of the traces they leave on the city, which affect the way we see the environment around us. The future of free running is unclear. With many of the free runners being fundamentally against competition, it could be unlikely to follow the patterns of other extreme sports, such as snowboarding and skateboarding, to become a competitive sport. However, free runners have found a unique way of taking their place on the margins of society and giving city landscapes new meaning. Anyone who witnesses the act of free running is forced to question if we should feel threatened by the subversive nature of free running, or if we should embrace it. What is a city for? Should we allow it to contain us, or to liberate us?
Started.